Good morning, Gun Nuts. This is Nathan from the Reloading Room, coming to you with the first part in a new series on renovating our reloading room. Not only are we going to be renovating the reloading room, but we're also going to be renovating the channel. We're going to be changing the name so that it's a little bit easier to search. We have some graphic imagery we're going to be bringing in and a couple other things. What I want to do now is bring you in and show you what we've had for the past 4 years in the reloading room, and then tell you what the plans are and give you a little bit of backstory on what's going on. When I bought my house 4 years ago, I put this bench in here. This bench has been with me for 10, 12 years. All right. I put it in here as a part-time thing. This was temporary. I was planning on building a shop in the back, and due to circumstances at work, some things didn't pan out as they were supposed to, and I still haven't been able to get that shop built. So it was temporary, and because it was temporary, I didn't want to paint, I didn't want to finish the room, I didn't want to do anything because I had another plan for this room, and once I got this stuff out of here, I would do it all at one time. That way I wasn't doubling up my work. Well, due to the channel kind of taking off here and some other things, speaking with my other half, we've kind of decided that, you know, at least for now, let's take away the temporary tag and just kind of make this the permanent reload room until the shop gets built eventually. All right, that's still the plan, but instead of living temporarily in here like we have, let's go ahead and finish it up. Let's make it look like something. Let's make it more effective and efficient for use. So that's the plan. So what we're going to do is a full renovation of this room over the next several videos. I don't know how long it's going to take. We're going to be building the bench. We're going to be doing the room. We're going to be doing some storage solutions. There should be several different product reviews involved in this for new presses and a safe and a new safe and many different things. All right, so we're going to have quite a bit of stuff that we're going to be going over in this series. This series could last us another month and a half, maybe just like the Henry series did. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it actually goes much quicker. But, you know, I have no idea at this point. We're just getting started. So let me go ahead and give you a pan around the room and talk to you a little bit, show you what's kind of going on here. All right, so this bench I built about 10, 12 years ago. It's also got kind of a hutch on the top. That hutch is actually going to be staying with us. It's going to be probably getting stained and maybe a couple other little minor changes, and then it's going to be attached to the next bench. We have, like you see where I've spackled the wall, but yep, needs paint. All right, then here there's like a filing cabinet that's going to get moved out. Here's one of those Harbor Freight benches, if you guys have ever seen those. It works relatively well. I actually really like the size. It's a little bit narrower, which works pretty well for casting. I didn't think it was going to. I was a little worried about it, but it works really well. But it's going to go. I'm thinking about trying to trade it for getting some work done. Here's where our window is. Now, what we want to do is we want to have bench from where the old bench is, from the window to the corner, and then we're going to put in. Well, we're going to put a new bench in there. That's the sitting height, and then over here we're going to have a standing height that's going to go from here to a little bit past the edge of this window here, and that's going to be mainly where the casting and case preparation is going to go. So we've got a couple old totes that are going to end up going into some storage, and you see how like kind of my books are strung out. It's just nothing is very well organized. I've got my oven and my case tumbler and stuff's kind of jammed down there, which isn't a bit bad. That's been pretty well. I'm going to do something probably similar to that. Here's where kind of some tools are sitting, an extra table. When I renovate, that corner is going to have kind of a chair for doing coffee chats and things like that in it. But it's also going to be movable because from this window over is going to be an area for kind of a spare bed when we need it. Then we pan over. Here's the door. Okay. And I've had this plastic Sorry about the lights, guys. This is how the lighting works in this in this place. I got two of these things. This plastic storage shelving unit hasn't been bad. The shelves, I'll tell you, if you get them, let me pull you in here and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. If you have one of these things and you're considering putting bullets or anything of any kind of weight in there, I recommend doing what I did. Okay, I had screwed 2x4s up inside of the plastic shelving for additional support. And as you can see, I don't have nearly as much sagging as some of the other people that are utilizing this type of shelving. But this is going to be gone. We're going to actually build shelving in here. All right, so the plan is, and I know this is dark, guys, but here's the closet. It's a single door closet. We're going to tear the door framing out and make it an open closet. The safe is going to go there, or one in that corner, and then over here we're going to build shelving that's going to go up and be for different things. All of this stuff is going to go into storage of some kind, either into the shed or up in the attic or something. Well, most of it, I mean, I don't think some paint stripper stuff will, but these things will be able to be put in storage. Someday we'll get to this. Eventually. Yeah, you got old shooting box. I mean, it's just amazing the stuff that you collect over the years when you're a shooter and reloader. It just seems to happen. And then it clutters up your space and you don't have anywhere to go. So the plan is we're also going to be replacing some presses with different presses. Some presses are going to stay. This is going to stay. The plan eventually is to change this over to being a 45 ACP only machine. And if you saw the unboxing I did the other day, where Measuring Green sent me the bullet feeding die for a 45, that's going to be part of that. All right, so that's kind of eventually going to be the deal with the Hornady. But we have one more press to buy. I've gotten two of the three that I want to buy. The third one's a little bit more expensive, so I'm kind of waiting off on that. The first priority is getting the safe. So we're gonna get the safe in here, and then we'll go and get the third press. So that's kind of the plan right now. We're gonna be doing some product reviews with presses and some inline fabrication stuff. I really went back and forth between using Pat Marlin's Rock Docks and the inline fabrication. Ultimately, what ended up making my decision for me was that I did want a riser on two of my presses. And because I was going to have a riser on the two presses, I didn't want to have different mounting systems for different presses. That kind of defeats the purpose for me. So I decided to go with inline fabrication because I wanted I'm actually looking at the 7.5 inch. I think they call it the junior. So that's going to be used with two presses, and the rest of them are going to be flush mount. I'm also going to be, not only the presses are going to be in there, I've got a small vise that's going to be put on one as well. I may actually upgrade that vise because that thing's kind of puny. I have a bigger vise, but it's been sitting for some time. It's over at my dad's. I don't know. I'll take a look at it. But anyway, I don't want this part of this to run too long because I don't know exactly what else is going to get tagged on this video. Hopefully today my time, we're going to be pulling most of this out of here and start preparing for sanding and cutting and paint. It's going to be a long process, guys. I'm not the best when it comes to home renovation. It's just not really my forte. I'm a terrible woodworker, so we'll see. But stick with us. I think it's going to be a fun project. Thanks. All right, guys, so we're all emptied out. We took the box off the top of the old bench because we're going to be reusing that. All this is out of here. I've had to do a little bit more work on that spot. I got it pretty well cleaned up. And over here, that's out of here. And the closet is empty. So, what we're going to be doing now is sanding all these little pinhole spots out and everything else. I think this is going to end up needing an extra day. I don't know, it might be hardened up now. I don't know. I want to give it an extra day to make sure that it's fully cured before I start sanding on it, because that stuff acts goofy if it's not fully dry. After that, I'm probably going to wipe off and I'm going to scuff down the walls, then wipe off everything, clean everything up, and then do the trim and the ceiling. And then after that dries, paint the walls. And then after that's done, replace the saddest ceiling fan ever. All right, guys, well, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging with us. And next week, we're going to, like I said, we're going to get this place painted. Hopefully we'll have all this done in one video for next week. But until then, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Laters.